Hi, good morning everybody. You're doing Hatha 1 with Gabrielle this morning. It's 10:30. I hope you're doing okay today. There we go. We have that pin letting you know what class it is. This practice is going to be for 16 minutes long, okay? If you're doing Hatha 1 for the first time, I'd like you to give me a little bit of a wave down at the comment box below so that I can make sure that I mindfully give you options to look after yourself throughout your home practice. Now, I'm really happy to have so many of you guys joining me for the practice today. A lot of us are working from home or staying at home, and today is day 1. Let's keep our spirits high. We've got a long way to go, and it's really important for us to keep our bodies healthy, our mind and our hearts at ease. And one way of doing that is to constantly, repetitively connect back to our practice, even though we're not at the studio. Now, the peak pose that I've selected for the practice today is Matsyasana, also known as fish pose. This particular posture requires a really strong engagement through the upper and the middle back. And when we engage through the back muscles, we're opening up through the chest. When we do that, we not only strengthen the diaphragm, we increase our capacity for deep breathing. This posture also stimulates the thyroid gland that sits in front of the throat. Now, stimulating this gland almost kickstarts the body to check in with its hormonal levels, and if your thyroid function or your thyroid levels are in check, this helps to ensure that your bodily processes as well as your metabolism are kept in check so that they can continue to work for you and boost your immunity. Now, with the fear of the coronavirus going around, a lot of us are subconsciously suppressing our breath. I know I do that when I hear someone cough or sneeze, and suppressing our breath in one way or another is sending the signal to the body that you're under threat or that you're being challenged, and that switches on our fight or flight response. And if we're constantly in that heightened state, that hypervigilance, that can also at the end of the day affect our immune system. So today the intention of the practice is to find your courage to do deep breathing again. Today we're working with 2 blocks and a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a towel, that will work just fine. I love to begin the practice now. Hi Daria, hi Nikki, hi Irene. I saw you early on, Queefan. I see you, Kuma. Hi Kuma, and I see you, Ian. Happy to have so many familiar faces. Good morning, Florence. So we're going to start the practice now. If you cannot hear me, please do me a favor, put the comments below. I will check in from time to time just to make sure that the recording runs smoothly. Let's begin, everybody. We'll be in a standing position. Use either your towel or your strap. If you're using your strap, fold it once into half, fold it twice into a quarter. This particular length will work just fine for what we're going to do today. Hold on to the ends of your strap. Let's take mountain pose Tadasana position. So your feet are hip width distance apart. Root down through your feet and strengthen up through your thighs. Now, as you keep the neck in neutral, hold on tight, engage the muscles in your neck, close your ribs in, hug your belly button to the spine. Close your eyes, everybody. As you breathe in, I'd like you to notice what your breath is like this morning. Are you using the tail end of your lung capacity? Has it been difficult to find courage to open through the heart, to take a deep breath? And as you exhale, are you able to surrender the weight of your body down through your feet into the ground? Let's take a moment to observe the breathing and our ability to stay in the moment, to be strong and steady as we find the ground beneath you. In a safe space of your home, in the sacred space of your practice, I invite you to now connect mind, body, and breath. Let us welcome ourselves onto the mat. Deeper breaths into the ribs. Feel front, sides, and back of the body. Illuminate with your breath, with your light, with more space. And as you exhale, keep finding that engagement to stand tall, strong, proud, and stable. One more breath like that. Inhale. Long and slow exhale. With your eyes still closed, engage the muscles in your neck. And then slowly, with your strong arms, take a head rotation. So we're going at perhaps 50% of what we would normally do. The idea of the support from the strap is to make sure that we're not creating a whiplash effect when we're rolling out the head. Stay tight in the belly, firm in the legs, and now see where your head can go. As it mindfully, cautiously creates a circle, start to tune in with the muscles in the sides of the neck, the back of the neck, the front of the throat. One more breath. Change direction as you exhale. Synchronize the inhalation as you draw the head up and the exhalation as you draw the chin down. Let's facilitate deep, conscious breathing today. As you continue for another 4 more rounds in fish pose today, we are opening through the front of the throat to lower the crown of the head to the mat in the actual posture itself. So I'd like you to start to begin to get comfortable with breathing in as your throat opens forward and upwards to the ceiling. One more breath, everybody. Slowly come back to center. Now release the strap, we don't need it anymore. Place your right hand on top of your left ear. Turn your left palm forward and then outwards. Breathe in. As you exhale, tilt your head to the right. So it feels like you're bringing your right shoulder, your right ear to your right shoulder while holding the posture of Tadasana in your torso and in your legs. The levator scapula side neck muscles stretching out right now. Maintain your breathing. Come back to center. Let's swap sides. Try and consciously use the expansion of your ribs, of your lungs, to broaden out that right collarbone. So from the side view, we're not allowing the shoulder to collapse and slouch. We're turning that palm out with the intention of telling the body, hey, there is more space in the chest for you to breathe more deeply. Come back to center. Now bring your fingers to touch in front of you. So right hand, left hand, fingers to touch. Now with your feet slightly wider this time, lift up through the left heel, twist to the right. Come back, lift up through the right heel, twist to the left. Now let's go for a couple of rounds. So inhale, come back to center, exhale, twist. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Go for another 5, 4. So as you keep going for another 3, consciously lift the shoulder blades away from the middle back and start to actively twist into the upper back region. 2, and then slowly coming back to center. 1, very nice. Bring your feet together, interlace the fingers behind the head. Your elbows are now like butterfly wings. Push down into the feet, squeeze your inner thighs together, buttocks hugging to the midline, lift the ribs. As you exhale, lower right elbow in the direction of your right outer ankle. From the side view, as you hold here for about a minute, from the side view, we're not sticking the buttocks out. We're also not collapsing the chest forward. So what you really want to try and move towards is a side body stretch, which means that my elbows are in the same plane as my right leg. Belly in, tailbone down. And as you consciously compress into the right side of the body, we're encouraging now the left side of the ribs to take in your breath. Move your left hip a little bit more to the left, and then hold belly in, lean the back of your head into your open palms. Now strengthen into the muscles of the neck, so you're not dangling the head like that. Just for another 3. Keep breathing. Open those butterfly wings and broaden across your collarbones. Last breath, opening through the ribs, expanding into the lungs. Back to center, inhale. Stay there, exhale. Now we've got the left side, grow tall, inhale. Exhale to the left. A lot about this posture is about finding that firm foundation through your feet. The engagement through the outer hips, the buttocks, the lower core. When you're steady in your lower body, your upper body then has more range to move a little bit more. And when you're steady in the core and you don't feel vulnerable, then your butterfly wings, instead of collapsing forward or hunching forward, you can then really extend through those wings by pointing the right elbow up and the left elbow down. Let's keep the chin away from the chest, looking forward, right at me, everybody. Inner thighs together, belly in. Push right hip out a little bit more. Press into the outer edges of your feet for another 3. Keep breathing, my friends. 2. And 1. Coming back to center. Wonderful. Now, I'd like you to bring your elbows together. So from the side view, what we're going to do is we're going to keep the Tadasana posture with the upper and the lower body. We're going to draw chin to chest. So like you're creating a double chin, I'd like you to really stretch out into the back of the neck. Now neck long, shoulders down, elbows squeeze to the midline, stand tall. As you exhale, elbows to the chest. Neck long, shoulders down, brace your belly, strengthen your legs. And if you do this correctly, the stretch will go from the back of the head, down the neck, down the upper, middle, lower back. So all that tension that you hold here, release it, but also breathe through the back of the ribs. Last breath here. Very nice, come back to center. Let's do pranayama. We're gonna do pranayama in the style of Hot 26. So interlace your fingers and push your knuckles up against your chin. You're looking forward for now. Now what we're gonna do is as we inhale, we're gonna keep the neck long, shoulders down, and we're gonna lift the elbows up towards the ceiling, like you're framing your beautiful face. And as you exhale, look up, open the mouth, say ha, H-A, ha, all the way up. As you breathe out, press your palms together, squeeze your elbows together, tailbone down, belly in, rest of the body is still upright. Let's go, 4 more rounds, inhale. So push down through your feet, squeeze your inner thighs. Now lift the ribs and start to separate the ribs. More space, more space, more space. Look up, exhale, ha, belly in, tailbone tucks under, pelvis goes forward. Keep the legs straight and strong. Keep the neck strong and supported. Come back to center. Round 3, inhale. So I picked this pranayama, this method of doing breath control, because it doesn't just only challenge your ability to breathe. Look up, exhale, ha. It also strengthens the muscles along the back of your neck. So in the same way we supported our neck in that head rotation, hug the muscles there as you drop the head back and look up to the ceiling. Round 4, inhale, lift. Chin is parallel to the ground at the moment. Hug belly in, ribs a little higher. Now strengthen your arms. Look up, exhale, ha. Last time, inhale. Draw the breath in, more courage to breathe. In. Look up, exhale all the way out. Squeeze your elbows together. Use your knuckles, push it against your chin. Keep your face relaxed and your eyes open, looking at one point at the ceiling. Very nice, coming back to center. Stand in Tadasana, find your stability. We haven't done all that much with the body, but just notice what your body is already feeling as you undertook pranayama to circulate the energy within the body, to give your immune system a little bit of a boost, a little bit of a wake-up call. Let's come to the top of your mat. With your steady feet, reach the arms up, inhale. As you exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, press down into your 10 toes. Forward fold, exhale, bow. Right foot steps back. Take the arms up. Use your left thumb to hook behind your right, creating what I call butterfly wings, okay? Inhale, lift the ribs up high. Exhale, stretch your butterfly wings back. Use this opportunity to wake up the upper back muscles by squeezing the shoulder blades together. So your rhomboid muscles reside there. Go ahead, squeeze those muscles to the midline, and then lengthen through the back of the neck. You need to hold the belly button to the spine as you push out through that left heel, lifting through the ribs, leaning back with the arms and with the upper body. Come back to center. Now take the arms to the side. Lift the palms up to the ceiling and turn them back, almost like you're doing external rotation. With your low lunge still steady, exhale, turn the palms forward, downwards, chin to chest, like you're doing internal rotation. Leg down. Now inhale, just 2 more rounds. Look forward and up. Exhale, turning wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Last time, inhale, lift. Continue to squeeze the inner thighs together. Hold your pelvis in place and strengthen that grounding through the back foot. Exhale, round. Very nice. Come back to neutral. Take the arms up, hands down to the floor. Let's step back into your downward facing dog. Open up through your palms and now widen the bones in your buttocks, your sit bones. My new friends, if you're doing this for the first time, go ahead and just soften the knees a little bit, okay? Now, push down into the mat with your strong palms and arms. Now, lengthen the tailbone away from the crown of your head. Keep the neck in neutral. Remember, we're engaging the muscles in the neck to hold the head in place. It doesn't mean that we shrug the shoulders up. We're just keeping the neck supported, the head supported, instead of doing this, okay? So now, feel the back of the thighs open and then engage the front of the thighs to the thigh bones. Engage the front of the shins to the shin bones. And now ground out through your heels as you squeeze your inner thighs together to lengthen them backwards. Right leg up, inhale. Step right foot forward, exhale. Low lunge, inhale, arms up. So this time we're taking our right thumb behind the left, creating your butterfly wings. Let's try. As you inhale, ground down strongly, lift up as high as you can, and as you exhale, stretch the belly. It feels like you're sending the ribs away from the pubic bone. And I'd like you now to observe your breath as you take this posture. Now, going into a back bend can sometimes be a little bit intimidating for some practitioners, but what we're doing now in the Hatha practice is we're going slowly. We're progressing slowly, and each time you draw back, it's not just about the shape of the body, it's also about your ability to breathe courageously, deeply while you're in the posture. Coming back to center, take the arms out to the side. Inhale, external rotation. Squeeze your inner thighs. It feels like a cow spine. Exhale, chin. So wrist, elbows, shoulders, chin in, palms up. Inhale, palms forward, up and back. Broaden the collarbones, but also stretch your fingers away from the midline. Exhale, bow. Like an angry cat. Inhale, lift. Still hugging everything to the midline. Continue to find your balance. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral. Take your arms up, hands to the floor. This time, step forward. Left foot to find the right. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Press down through your feet. Let the ribs slide away from the lower back. And then if you can, walk hands back or hold on to your calves.
My new friends or anyone with tight hamstring, just soften your knees, bring belly to thigh. Now see if you can bring chin to chest and forehead to shins. Keep sliding the armpits down away from the ceiling and then lengthening the heavy crown of the head to the floor. Bend your knees softly, rise up all the way, inhale.
Hands to heart, namaste, exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, bow. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. This time, let's step our left foot back. Coming into a low lunge first. Now, place your right hand on your right hip. Grow a little taller. Squeeze your right knee inwards to the midline just a little. This will help you to cross over and turn a little bit more, bringing your left armpit to the outside of the right thigh. Now, I look a little slouched in my position right now, but that's about to change. Top palm will press down into the bottom palm as I push strongly with my right hand to separate my belly away from the right thigh. So as I not only separate it, I'm going to try and turn my belly button towards the camera. And now keep the sides of the neck long. Press more body weight forward into your right heel. Now tuck your left toes under, inch forward with your right knee, squeeze the inner thighs, straighten through that back leg. Point right elbow up to the ceiling, look up. In this twist, open your ribs for 3 breaths. The ribs open as you inhale. The belly draws in as you exhale. Keep lengthening that back heel away from the crown of your head. Last breath. Left knee down, untwist, take the arms up. Hands down, step back, down dog. Exhale. Breathe in 1. Sides of the body lengthen, armpits turn in towards your earlobes. Exhale, 1. Breathe in 2. Keep the lower back long, reaching to the top of the wall behind you. Exhale, 2. Belly button draws in to support the belly. Inhale, 3. Hips lift high up to the ceiling. Now draw your thighs back for more body weight to go towards your feet. Exhale, 3. Left leg up, inhale. Step forward, exhale. Right knee down, sweep the arms up, growing taller. Now take a deep breath, everybody. As you exhale, left hand to the hip, left knee inches in momentarily, okay? And then find that hook. Now we've talked about the palms, and now I'm going to talk about your left leg. So after you facilitate that twist, witness the opposite forces that are happening with your right tricep and your left thigh. You're pushing left thigh in towards the right tricep back in towards the left thigh. So both of them are pushing and pulling at the same time. Tuck your right toes under. Energy of the body goes forward through the crown of your head. Now squeeze your buttocks. Hold your pelvis in place. Make sure that your right baby toe is touching the floor. Your feet, both of them, working really strong for you. Keep the neck long. Now see if you can spin your face, chin to the left shoulder, drishti, your focal point up to the sky. Holding here, 3 more breaths. If this is too much for you, my new friends, you can stay in option number 1 with the right knee on the floor. Your priority here is your deep breathing. So let's observe that for 1 more breath. Slowly untwist. Arms up, inhale, hands down, exhale. Step forward, right foot. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, bow. Now rise up all the way, deep breath, inhale. Hands to the heart, namaste, exhale. Now if you have 2 blocks, go ahead and grab them. If you don't have blocks, heavy books will do. Place your blocks on height 3 underneath your hand. Now step your right foot back. So we're taking a lunge position. Bring the back of the left thigh parallel to the floor and get that right foot ready to embrace the lift of the torso. So belly in, you're looking forward, arms are strong. Sweep the arms up. Left heel to the floor. Heel to the floor. Tailbone to the ground. Belly drawing in, back knee, micro bend, go a little lower. Now take your arms to the side and roll the shoulders to interlace the fingers. Press your palms together. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. As you exhale, dip your interlaced fingers downwards. So we're creating a lift from the front of the chest by squeezing the upper back muscles to the midline, but we're holding the pelvis in neutral, and the legs should still serve you really well and strong. Broaden across your collarbones. More courage to breathe. More courage to keep the neck muscles engaged for the head to feel supported as you lift your gaze. Come back to center. Hands on the blocks. Right foot steps forward. One step for the foot to turn out 45 degrees. So now we're in pyramid pose. Go ahead and wag your tail from side to side and see how you feel this moment. Now, understandably, the body is usually a little tighter in the morning. So if you need to keep the blocks up high, please go ahead and do that. Your priority is to straighten the legs, because I'm going into a fish variation today that will challenge your hamstrings. Now, if you want to stay here, please do. I usually prefer to bring my blocks down onto height number 2, and to deepen my hamstring stretch for my left leg, I'm going to come down onto my forearms. So regular practitioners, if this is for you, go ahead and take it, please. My priority here is to engage my left thigh muscles, to draw my left thigh bone back into the hip socket, and as I push down through the firm grounding of both of my feet, I'm going to press down into the outer edge of the right foot and drive the energy of my right hip forward. Lower back lengthens. Neck is strong, so I'm not collapsing my head. Even though it sometimes feels good, I'm training the muscles in the neck here to sustain itself. One more breath. Hands to the block. Now, we're going to take revolve triangle, okay? Stay where you are. You can keep your right hand on the block. You can do without the block, or you can even cross your right hand on the outside of the left foot. I will tell you though, we're here for 1 minute. So think wisely. Let's try and hold that 1 minute really well, okay? Be where you can. I'm gonna keep my right hand just where it is. I'm just gonna bring my block one step lower. Now, left hand on the hip, or if you can, I challenge you to point your left elbow up to the sky, press your palm against your middle back, and then hug your left elbow up to the ceiling. So all 5 of my left fingers are pointing towards the back of my head. My hand looks like that. Like imagine doing chaturanga, okay? Take a deep breath, long spine, look forward. As you exhale, twist. So I'm looking at my clock. It's 30 seconds now, so we're gonna stay here for 1 minute till it reaches the next minute at the 30-second mark. Now, as I keep my legs straight, I want to steer my tailbone a little more towards the right side. Belly in, connecting to spine, and if you're able to, keep the legs straight to keep the torso suspended. Keep pushing down through that right hand, scooping the right armpit under so you're not just collapsing your body weight on that right hand, you're making a strong attempt to twist. Belly, ribs, shoulders. If you like, the left arm reaches up. We're here for the final 15 seconds. Broaden your collarbones. Think about your butterfly wings. Now look up and breathe with ease. More body weight in your right heel. More energy squeezing to the midline through the inner thighs. Draw your left hip back. Squeeze your inner thighs together and exhale to release. Very nice. Step forward to the top of your mat. Feet hip-width distance apart. Now bend both of your knees and let's take a variation of chair pose. So I first tried this variation of chair pose in Kristen's class, and she said, booty back and pop your chest forward. So body weight in the heels, hold on to your opposite elbows, and we're going to use this booty back and chest forward to open up through the chest. So body weight in the heels, booty back, chest forward. Lean your head back into your forearms. Sit a little lower. Open the chest a little bit wider. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Straighten your legs. Keep your elbows as they are. Swan dive down. Exhale all the way. 3 breaths. Hold your forward fold. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. My new friends, if you feel a lot, know that anytime you want to rest, know that you can, okay? You can take child's pose, you can take shavasana, you can even stay in down dog, no problem at all. Breathe. Very nice. From where you are, slowly release the elbows. Keep your legs straight this time. Tuck tailbone under belly, in chin to chest. Slide your hands up the thighs and come into mountain pose. Tadasana. Find balance. Let's get ready for the other side. So hands on block, block height 3. And your right foot is positioned in between your blocks. We're stepping back the left foot. So tendency for people to lose control in the hips makes the lower back really lazy. And if your ankle is kind of distorted to the side, you will not get that stability for high lunge. So your blocks are here, and we're going to use them to frame the pose. Okay? Once you're ready, everything switches on. Engage and lift. Breathe. You want to send the right knee forward so that the hips can go lower. And you want to keep the left ankle super steady. Take arms to the side and interlace the fingers. When you keep the neck long and draw the shoulders down, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Make the effort to extend the arms. So we're not doing this. Elbows this way. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades, lock the elbows, and press the palms together. Breathe in. Only the upper back opens. Your tailbone is still reaching to the floor. Lift the heart, look up. One more breath. Broaden the collarbones. Send the heavy knuckles to the floor. Come back to center. Hands on your block. Left foot steps forward. Tiny step only. Okay? At this stage, go ahead. Swing the tail around. Okay? And we want to try and keep the pelvis neutral. Breathe in first. You can stay. Or you can go lower. You can keep your heart lifted if you need to. When I was a beginner, my hamstrings were so tight that I couldn't touch my toes, okay? Nobody believes this story, but I swear to you it's true. I used to do a lot of running. And so any form of forward fold would be so torturous. So if you feel like you need to stay where you are or stay in this first position, I want you to know that you can. All our bodies are different. I'm guiding and demonstrating the practice, but your yoga journey is not to look like me. It's to use your practice to improve your health, to clear your mind, and to facilitate the movement and circulation of your life force so that you continue to be healthy and your immune system continues to be strong. Let's take another 3 breaths here. Let's remember what we're doing for the muscles in the neck today, okay? So we're not slouching. We're keeping the neck strong without shrugging shoulders to the ears. I'm not doing this. I'm keeping the neck long, keeping my drishti slightly ahead of my front big toe.
Hands on the blocks. Come back to center. Now you can stay or you can cross. Your left hand is the one that's supporting you. And your right hand is the one that's going to create what looks like a chaturanga arm, okay? So palm against your middle back, elbow pointing up to the sky. Now draw your right thigh going back, look forward first. I'm checking the time. Now we're at 20 seconds. Inhale. Now 1 minute. Twist. Breathe into the body. Let me guide you through the breathing for this round, okay? So, inhale 1. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Scoop your armpit forward towards me. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Spine is strong, neck is long, legs are straight. Left palm pushing down. Exhale 2. If you feel good, broaden across the collarbones. Use your breath. Inhale 3. Right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale 3. We have 20 more seconds, my friend. Inhale 4. Soften your face, maybe even close your eyes. Exhale 4. More body weight through the left heel. Inhale 5. Like you're reaching up to the sky. Find courage to breathe again. Exhale 5. Very nice. Right hand to the floor, the left foot steps forward. Let's go for that chair pose variation today, okay? Bend the knees, pop the booty out, pop the chest forward. Now hold on to the other elbow. So if you did this side, go ahead and swap sides. Now, create your most curvy upper back. Back of the head leaning back, opening through the armpits. Hold on to your elbows, draw the elbows back, open. Now, back of the thighs go down. Heels are strong. Booty back, chest forward. More. Inhale, straighten, dive down, exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. As we endeavor to stretch the back of the legs a little bit more, can you send more of your body weight forward into your 10 toes? Imagine a block in between your thighs. Now widen the sit bones. And as we're still holding onto the opposite elbows, try and magnetize your elbows towards the outer shins. So squeeze inwards. Look in between your shin bones so the neck is in neutral. Hands on the floor, legs straight, tailbone under, belly in, chin to chest. Roll up. Tadasana. Exhale.
If your hair is as messy as mine, take a moment, towel water break, okay? The next posture we're going to go into is our balancing pose. We're taking hand to big toe today. Now, if the extension of the leg is something that you find a little challenging, your strap will be on standby. So instead of holding on to the big toe, my new friends or my old friends, whatever you need to today, use the strap to hook around the entire ball of the foot instead, okay? Now, from where you were, feet are strong, bring the feet together. Left hand on your left hip, right peace fingers to the right big toe, or strap around the ball of the right foot. Your job here is to engage the outer left hip muscle, so your gluteus medius. Squeeze it in so your greater trochanter, which is also the top of the femur, doesn't pop out like that. We want to squeeze it in. So push down through that standing foot, engage and lift through the kneecaps, and now belly in, lift the ribs, look forward, be tall. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, extend to where you can. Kick your heel away from the right hip socket. Flex your right toes to your right eyebrow. Now, you want to, if you find the right side of your body inching forward to compromise for the tight hamstrings, use a towel, use a strap, but draw the right upper arm and right thigh bone back into the respective sockets. Breathe. Now I'm going to challenge you to let go of your strap or your peace fingers. Point your toes and keep the leg long and strong.
Inhale, lift the ribs, belly in. As you exhale, hands on hips for 5. Squeeze the thigh, point the toes. 4. Tailbone under belly in. 3. Straighten both legs, chin parallel to the ground. 2. And then squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift the heart. 1. And exhale. Shake it out. So if you're not used to it, it's really strong for the hip flexors. But we're going to do Navasana later. So this is just a prelude to everybody's favorite posture, right? Second side, curl tall. I find preparatory positions very important. Because if you're already wobbling here and your eyes are darting everywhere, it becomes impossible for you to progress. So your option today might even just to be here. And to balance and to learn how to breathe. And to find stability. And to grow tall and strong. And to learn how to focus. But if it's for you today, go ahead. Kick. So I think one thing that our students appreciate is us doing the practice together with you. It looks really easy when we're instructing because we're going around to help people with adjustments and stuff. But now that we're doing it together with you, let go everybody. You're like, yes, she's suffering together. We're in this together. I can do it too. Keep breathing. Smile on your face. It's Tuesday. And the thighs squeezing in together just for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Shake it out, everybody. Good job. We're gonna come down onto our buttocks now to take Navasana or bow pose. Widen the sit bones, so lift the buttocks off the mat so that the bones in your buttocks can root down into the mat. This will help you to be more stable in Navasana. Now bring your inner thighs together, knees and inner ankles together. And now hold onto the back of your calves, lift your heels, lean back a little, and lift your shins parallel to the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as we have been doing this entire practice. My new friends, stay here, okay? My old friends, I'd like you to straighten your left leg up. Hold it here. And imagine a block in between the thighs. There should be no gap already, but imagine a block and try and break that block. Lift the back of the ribs out of your lower back, so we're not rounding the back like that, okay? Broaden your collarbones, concentrate. Left knee bends for shin to be parallel again, right leg goes up. Keep pointing your toes like you're scrunching the sole of your right foot, left foot. And this will help you to stretch your shoelaces and straighten the leg a little bit more. The extension of the leg also comes from engaging the quad muscles or your thigh muscles. And exhale, come down. Very nice. You can try that again or you can straighten both legs. Okay? Now if you'd like to challenge yourself today, we're going to take the hands off. But what we're going to add on is what I call swordfish arms. Okay? So keep the energy to the midline. Press your palms together. Now lift the heart. Chin forward towards your thumbs. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, belly in, lift the ribs for 5. Keep breathing. You can do this for 4. If you didn't use core before, you have a discount. You can tap your toes down. 3. Shake, 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 shake. 2. And 1. Cross at your ankles, stretch forward. Turn the head to the right, turn the head to the left. Very nice. Roll the spine all the way up. Okay, now we're going to go for some core work. It's important for us to have strength, and as it is important for us to have flexibility. Now the twist that we'll be doing today will really challenge our ability to ground both of our shoulders to the floor. So this is about your upper back strength as much as it is about your obliques. So as you lie down onto the mat, shins parallel to the floor. It's very easy when your knees are very close to you. I want you to make the effort to stack your kneecap on top of your hip sockets. Point your toes as we have done already. Now place a block in between. Cactus arms, bend at the elbows, push down through belly button, back of the heart, press down through your collarbones. 5 sets together, everybody. Take a deep breath. exhale to the left. So my right shoulder is not going to lift off the floor. Inhale up, exhale to the right. My left shoulder still grounded, and as you feel that twist from the upper back, squeeze everything to the midline. Inhale. Now for set 2, exhale left. So my outer knee doesn't necessarily have to touch the floor. My job here is to press down through the collarbones. Inhale up, exhale right. Inhale up. If your lower back muscles tend to be really lethargic, this is great for you as well. Inhale up, exhale right. Press into your right shoulder blade, inhale up. This is round number 4 to the left. Those who want to challenge themselves, flex your feet. Okay, inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. You can do it. Exhale to the left. Press. Inhale up. Go on up. Legs. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. And exhale to release. Good. Now, cross at the ankles, roll forward. We have 3 options of fish pose today. I kind of want everyone to do option 1, and if you're building up to option 2 or option 3, so be it. But if you feel like option 1 is too much for you, especially for my new friends, I'd like you to keep with that and be happy staying in that posture. So we're using 2 blocks or whatever you have to support you. First block is on height 2. This will support your rib cage. Second block is on height 1. This will support your head. So what we're going to do in the first round is we're going to lie down and we're going to place our palms, so palms on the floor and the knuckles against the buttocks, okay? So watch first if you've never done this posture before. So I'm going to lie down first, forearms first, rest the ribs, rest the head. So at this point, my chin is already higher than my forehead. So we're building our way up into fish pose where we gradually take the head or the crown of the head to the floor. But because this is round 1, feet on the floor first, okay? Now lift the left butt cheek, palm facing down, and then press down through the left butt cheek, right butt cheek up, and press down. So we've been squeezing our elbows, our shoulder blades together behind us. Remember what you did with the chaturanga arms for your revolve triangle? Let's revisit that intention. So elbows in, press down through your palms, your forearms, and now easy option to relax. Straighten your legs, okay? Now you can also try lift the front of the heart to the ceiling. So it's not very obvious from where you can see me, but as I engage through my upper back muscles, I'm lifting the back of my heart off the block. So try, lift. Okay, now send your ponytail a little closer towards your tailbone. Hold it here for 5. Check in with your breath. See if the ribs can still expand. Press down through the back of the legs. Stretch your shoelaces. Squeeze the armpits together, shoulder blades together, broaden across your collarbones. Forearms down, wrists down, hands down. Lower the back of the heart to the floor. Chin a little closer to the chest. Now, bend your knees and press your feet into the ground. Left shin parallel to the floor. You've done this already just now, right? Left foot down, right shin parallel to the floor. Right foot down. Both shins parallel to the floor. Keep squeezing your shoulder blades together, pressing down. You can stay here or left leg up, point. Left knee bends. Right leg up, point. Straighten the leg. Right leg bends. And then lower both of your feet to the floor. Release your hands from underneath the buttocks. Okay, straighten. Actually keep your knees bent and your feet on the floor. Now very cautiously release out of this pose by interlacing the fingers behind the head. Now draw your chin to the chest and like a sit-up, come up very slowly and safely. Crunch your abs, lift all the way up and release, okay? Now if you want to stay and practice in those options, please do. I'm going to
to demonstrate option 2 now. Lie back slowly. Without the blocks, we rely only on our upper back muscles to get that going. And this time we'll make it a little more challenging as we're not sitting the buttocks on the hands anymore. Now the hands are alongside the body. Keep the legs straight. Point your toes together. Take a deep breath. Press down into your hands, your elbows. Squeeze your ponytail towards your tailbone. Shoulder blades together, lift the heart. Breathe into your body. Now the crown of the head is on the floor. The throat is open as you stimulate the thyroid glands. Soften through your face. Keep the eyes open, looking at the top edge of your mat. Don't lose the connection with the elbows, the shoulders. Press down through your wrists, your palms. One more breath. Exhale, listen carefully. Straighten your arms and squeeze your chin to the chest very slowly. Bend your knees, have them in towards you. Now, for the final round today, we're going to lift up through the arms like a swordfish, and whatever that we've done in hand to big toe and straight leg Navasana, the legs are going to come up like that in that fish spine, okay? So I call this flying fish. It's going to be a real challenge if you're working with the neck shoulder injury, or if you're doing this pose for the first time, please stay in another option. All right, for those of you who like to try, let's get into it, everybody. So hands alongside the body, legs are strong. Point to squeeze everything to the midline. Inhale, lift. Chin up to the ceiling. Now rest crown of the head on the floor, heart higher. Heart higher. Palm down. Steady the hips. Take the arms up. Squeeze the palms together. Lock the elbows. Steady the hands. Take the legs up. Bend the knees. And lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, feet on the floor. Arms down. Chin to the chest as you straighten the back of the neck. And stay here for a moment. Breathe. Neutralize the lower back. Inhale and exhale. Don't turn the head just yet. Position feet on the floor. Let's go into bridge pose. Tuck your tailbone to the space in between the knees. Push down through your feet and lift the pelvis off. Lower back, middle back, back of the heart off. Take the arms above your head. Keep the back of the neck flat and pressing down. And as you engage the thigh muscles and the buttocks a little more to lift up through the pubic bone, can you bring your ribs a little higher and the heart a little closer to the chin? Chin down to the throat. As you exhale, upper back, middle back, lower back, buttocks, and arms come down to the floor. Let's try that one more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale down. Wonderful. Left ear on the mat. Right ear on the mat. Our final posture is what we call cat's tail. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take my left leg up to the sky. You can use a strap, you can use a towel. If you don't need it, you don't need it, okay? Shift your hips to the left, lower your straight left leg down. You can put 1 or 2 blocks underneath the inner left ankle. Left hand holds onto your right foot, so you're bending. See, this is my leg straight. I'm bending the knee. I'm bringing right foot towards the bum, using left hand to hold. Now keep your spine straight. Flex the left heel away from the left hip. Inhale, deep breath, turn the head to the left. This should feel really, really nice. One more breath here. Release your bent right knee. Bring the left leg up to the ceiling. And then swap sides so the right leg threads through. Inhale, deep breath. As you exhale, cross over. Okay, so your left hand is now holding to the strap, and you're bending your right knee, looking over the right shoulder. Now, if your right foot cannot find your left hand, I'd like you to try to reposition the knee a little bit. I'm just going to show you from this angle, so you might be here. Okay, send the knee back. So now the knee is in line with the head, and you'll be able to hold on from the foot to the foot that way. Breathe into your body. Happy to see so many of you guys still here. I hope you've been practicing, not just watching. Oh my God, Kristen, yeah, I never ever wear shorts in the studio. Hi, Darius. One more breath in your twist. Make sure the spine is still long, the ribs still able to expand as you breathe in courageously. Hi, Ewan. Remember to practice later. Slowly come back to center. Let's take happy baby. Should feel really, really good. Press the lower back into the floor. Keep the chin coming to the chest. Flex your feet. Exhale through the hips. Breathe in and breathe out. Soles of the feet together into butterfly. If you like, interlace the fingers behind your head. Chin to chest, lift the head off the floor. Exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale down, just counterposing what we did with fish pose before. Inhale up, exhale down. Hands against the outer knees together, straighten the legs. Feel more than happy to rest here in Shavasana. You can turn down the volume, or you can come have a chat with me and my messy hair. Oh my goodness. Now, Salva Luna, thank you for your compliments. The class will be available for 24 hours on Pure Yoga Singapore's IG. It will later also be uploaded onto the YouTube channel. That means that you'll be able to see it past the expiration date. I see you, Fred. Good to have you practicing with me. You're most welcome. And hi, Jessie. Hi, Alyssa. Good to see you. If you've got any questions, if you've got anything you want to say to me, please drop me a message. I'm also available at Gabrielle.Mendoza on IG. Now, having you practice with me is one thing, but just knowing that you guys are there, hi V-Next darling, just knowing that you guys are there and it also encourages me to keep my practice going. So I want you to know that this connection is both ways. I miss being in the studio. I miss a lot of you, the familiar faces that I see day in and day out. But what this opportunity has also brought about is being connected to the greater yoga community, my past students, people overseas. And so I want you to know that your words that come from the throat chakra that we've opened, use them mindfully, use them wisely, because in the absence of face-to-face contact, our words are going to be that bridging gap, that connection, that the way that we keep the relationship alive. And so before you speak, make sure you think, make sure that you respond with as much love, kindness, compassion, and patience as possible. I hope your practice has served you well today. I hope you have the rest of a beautiful day. Stay safe, everybody. Much love from my heart to yours. Namaste.